Hi there, okay, doing good. So here I am with another workflow of this Excel. In this sheet, we are going to plot some data, which we have raw data in this form. So we have the dates, hours, usage of the power, and this is the origin of the source. So origin of the document, maybe identifier you can call it. So we have multiple data with these four columns, and the requirement was to plot it in a meaningful way so that we can compare the charts like the year to year data, year by month data. So some working has been done. There is a sheet behind, which is the working sheet making the calculations. Most of the calculations are being made on that sheet. And here is the result output you can see on the dashboard, and the minimal control are these. So you can select a range of the date you want to plot. Let me delete everything from here. All right. So you can select any date, any month. So month I'll select January, and the minimum year available is 2022. So let's plot the whole month, whole year 2022. So January to December. So these controls are just to make sure that you have multiple control. Like you can plot multiple from 2022 to 2024. If you want to see the all the data in one chart, you can always see this in here. You can see this is plotting everything on hourly basis from 2022 to 2024. And you can see the overall trend. And this is the maximum side, which is 400 kilowatt hours, which is an average highest. And the lowest average is 250 kilowatts hours. So this is the overall data distribution from 2022 to 2024 so far, which is till April, I guess. And the other chart, this chart is showing the daily consumption, which is again a less spiky because we have the data where we might have some false spikes or maybe not very important spikes. So we can smoothen the data by watching it in a daily load thing. So you can see from here, you can see from June 2022 to July, or you can call it August 2023. So this is the whole year plus 2 months. The consumption was seems to be low, whereas the consumption was higher on these initial 4 or 5 months. So May 2022 to June 2022, it was higher, and then this portion was lower consumption part, and then again the consumption is a bit high on a higher side again from September 23 to till now. So this is the overall view per day from 2022 to 2024. And again, this one is the weekly consumption, which is always again giving you a smooth values, less spiky. And as soon as you will go like here, you can see if you are watching the weekly data, you can see this is the standalone week number 53 on 2023. So week number 53 on 2023, you can see this is the week where there might be some overhauling or something, but you can see that this is a spike, this low consumption data showing significantly that there was something done, something wrong, or maybe something to be marked at this step. This date was something was happening. Sorry. All right. Let's move to the next. So this is weekly, and now this is the monthly data, and monthly data is a bit better view, and you can see the numbers as well. So you can call it highest is the 250, and the lowest is 176 on the monthly consumptions. Again from 2022 to 2024. So you can have a better idea that okay, the maximum side is 300 average when you are watching at the monthly level. Again, this is the quarterly. So the quarter first of 2022, quarter second, third, fourth, and then the quarter one of 2023, quarter two, 2023, 3, 4, and so far. So currently we are in first quarter of 2024. And if you see the quarterly consumption, you can see the highest quarter was quarter two of 2022, and again quarter four of 2023. So the quarter four of 2023, which is the last quarter, was the highest consumption part 820, which is reflecting in this one as well. You can see these are the highest values, continuous highest consumption in these days. Again, it's showing the decline trend now. Okay, so this is 2022 to 2024, everything combined in one chart. So the whole consumption is in megawatt hours, which is 2071 hours. Now, these charts are standalone charts, whereas on the right side, you can see the similar hourly charts, daily charts, weekly charts, but these charts are plotting two multiple curves. So the second curve is basically comparison curve, which you can see this one is brown in here. So if you want to compare 2022 data to 2024, or maybe you want to compare 2022 to 2023, this is currently showing the inverse because the January data is not starting from March, January. So we can select from April 2022. Similarly, we will be selecting April from 2023. So now this is showing a bit like logical response that this is having so though the consumption in 2023 in the same part of time, April 2022 onward, was a bit on a lower side. As you can see this one in here as well. So this one on the weekly basis, the consumption was lower till 41st week, whereas the consumption is on a higher side than when you compare it with the 2022. So again, this is the monthly comparison, which is always showing that this is now the last 3 months, the consumption was on a higher side than when you compare to the 2022. And this is the quarterly. The last quarter was the highest one. Again, this will give you the similar ideas. Currently, we are, let me plot it. All right. So actually, there was something wrong. So if we compare it with 2023, we can't plot it to 2024. We need to plot it by 2022, April to December. So now we are comparing 2022 against 2023. Yeah, now that's more likely. Okay, so this was the overall distribution of the hourly data from April to December. And here you can see the consumption was almost the same, though on a lower side, but almost the same. In the initial part, it was lower than it was matching with the 2022. Then on the last few weeks, it was on a higher side. So if you see the month, so yeah, the last 3 months were the higher consumption than 2022 in 2023. And if you compare it with 2024, let's see what happens. So if you want to compare from April, not April, we cannot compare it with 2022 because the January data is not available in 2022. So I need to compare it with 2023. So if you plot January to December 2023 and compare it with 2024, you can see the 2024 data is uh, clearly on a higher side consumption. The trend is same, but on a higher side. Again, on the weekly basis, it's on higher side, though it's declining maybe. Again, a higher side, and the first quarter is clearly higher than so far, the total consumption in the 2022 was 2627 megawatt hours, whereas in 2023 it was 727. No, this should not be 2023. It should show 2024. I think I need, no, okay. So this is showing this range. The date is showing this range and the comparison date is not showing. Okay. Do I need to add the year in here as well? Or maybe the year in this chart? Okay, I'll improve it so that it will be more elaborative. Again, so and on the left side you can see this is showing uh, the hourly minimum, maximum, and average. Hourly minimum, maximum, sorry, minimum, average, and maximum. Minimum, average, and maximum. And you can have a better idea about it as well. So the hourly is in kilowatt hours, whereas from daily to yearly, the power consumption is in megawatt hours. On the other hand, the month-to-month plot, if you plot 2023 January to December, you will see 12 lines. So January 2023 to December 2023. So these are the 12 lines you can see. So at a glance, you can have an idea that okay, the monthly consumption, sorry, daily consumption on monthly trend is this is the highest point when it reached above 100,000 megawatts. Sorry, it is in kilowatt hours. I'll change it to megawatt hours. So this is the window where the consumption, all the consumption is lying. And if you want to see only maybe few months, you can either unselect from this chart. So now we are plotting only January and February. So these are the trend for the January, February. If you want to plot against the March, you can see the February and March are similar. So if I remove the January, you will see those are exactly the same. Let's plot the April as well. April seems to be overlapping, I guess. No, April is again similar to the January, I guess. Yep. So this is how you can do, or maybe you can limit your selections of the charts directly from the drop down on the left side. So if you want to plot only January and February, if you are focusing on these charts, so you can plot January and February. It's plotting 3 January, February, and March. Now I think it's going to plot up till April as well. Okay, not updating maybe. Let's select May. Okay, so the chart has updated. So this is how you can limit the chart number of curve plots on the month on month if you want to see those. I hope this is making some sense, and let me show you the other file as well. So the other file is with the better data. You can see if we plot 2023. So this is some other thing like BCWDT. And the spikes trend, you can see the every day. Yeah, I think every day or every week there are some spikes in the data. Again, the spikes are on also showing on this data. And you can see that the data is exactly the same. The consumption is exactly the same as in 2023 against 2024. Yes, the amount of consumption and the trend of consumption is almost exactly the same. Though it's maybe the data is not complete for this month. Yep. So I think this one is giving you a better idea. Let's plot 2022. So if I'll plot 2022 January to December, I hope we have data for that. And we compare it with the 2024, you can see it's also matching, some sort of matching. If I'll plot it against the 2023. All right, so I think I should plot it from April because we don't have the data from January for 2022. So if you plot the same interval of time, yeah, we have exactly the same matching. The data is overlapping the hourly data is exactly overlapping the 2022 against 2023. And the whole year seems to be exactly the same with some spikes in the middle weeks, like July and August, whereas July, August, and September, you can call it maybe. These 4 months are on a higher side, whereas the other 4 months are the remaining months are almost exactly this 40 megawatt hours range. I hope this is making sense. Please do let me know if you need any further assistance or I missed anything. I have seen some updates. I'll improve these and I'll share the document again with you. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.